Here we are for part 2 of Katie's Pond, read by Marge, Bruce, for Annabelle, Seamus, and Libby. And this is the one where it's okay for parents and other grown-ups to be in the room as well. So Grandma Marge mostly read the first part before, and now this is part 2. So we're starting with, and again, this book is Katie's Pond, about a bunch of kids that went across the road, go look at a pond, see all kinds of stuff. And this is a picture of a squirrel. See a squirrel? Okay, so...
You're a nut, Grandpa Bruce.
Thank you. Just beyond the trembling leaves, the teacher points to a low, flat rock, which she says will make a perfect spot for the class to have their snacks. A noisy gray squirrel scolds the children as they scurry to find a place to sit. Now, squirrels make... Can you make the squirrel noise? Kind of like a...
That's good. That's very good.
I don't know.
You notice the squirrels are a lot fatter in New England than they are in North Carolina.
Yeah, well, that's because the winters are so tough there. They have to, like...
They have to fatten up.
Feed up, yeah. Whereas down here, they can get food all the time. All right, so anyway, growing out of the rock where they were going to sit to have their snack is a pine tree. And Mrs. Johnson explains that this is a white pine tree. She plucks a cluster of needles from the tree. And there are 5 needles to a cluster. So just like the 5 letters in its name, W-H-I-T-E. 5 letters, 5 needles, white pine. There you go.
Perfect.
Got it? Hope you got it. It's going to be a test after. All right. Now Katie knows this tree too. Each winter her grandmother brings her to the pond to decorate this tree. Katie's family has named this place Christmas Tree Rock. So there's like the whole tree coming out of the rock. Kind of cool, huh? You all right?
Very cool.
Good. All right, now here's the bird. Uh-oh. And you know what that bird is? That's a cormorant.
Can everybody say cormorant?
Cormorant.
Cormorant.
Yeah. Say it again. Cormorant. Okay, good. Good job. All right. As the children have their snacks, the teacher points to a black bird standing on a rock in the pond. Its beak is pointing straight up to the sky, and its neck makes the letter S.
Another S.
Another S. This bird is called a cormorant, says the teacher. Katie remembers the story the class read about a cormorant. Cormorants are fishing birds, she says. They dive under the water looking for fish to eat. Yep, she's right. Hidden behind a bush, the teacher finds a plant called the pink lady's slipper.
Wasn't that pretty?
It's a really pretty flower, yeah. And the children can put their finger right into the delicate pink globe. This plant is also called the moccasin flower, says Mrs. Johnson. Can you tell why? Yeah, well, because it looks like a moccasin. Anyway, it used to be a very rare plant, and now they're found all around the pond. With snack time over, the class leaves Christmas Tree Rock and continues along the trail. There is the bridge that crosses a little rippling brook. There's the bridge. A sweet smell floats in the air. Katie is the first to see another Russian olive tree. Climbing the small hill behind the Russian olive tree, the class comes to a stone wall. A colonial farmer may have built this wall hundreds of years ago, Mrs. Johnson tells the class. The children stand quietly and gaze down into the pond, and behind them, a small rabbit watches. There's a small rabbit watching. Coming back down the hill, the class gathers on the wooden bridge that crosses Fowl Brook. Under the bridge is an old beaver dam made of sticks and mud. As the children watch, a nervous mother duck...
They're so cute.
Yeah, she gathers her mustard-colored babies and leads them into the tall grasses growing over by the edge of the pond. She wants them to be safe. That's what mother ducks do. Growing by the side of the trail, there's a bumpy-looking green plant. Mrs. Johnson tells the class that this plant is called sweet fern. She gently runs her hand over the fern, and a sweet, woody smell fills the air. Some people use this plant to make tea. Some believe that it keeps mosquitoes away, too. Yeah, Kind of cool, huh? Called a sweet fern. Across the bridge there is a big green tree with reddish seeds hanging from the tall branches. This is a maple tree, says the teacher. These seeds whirl around like little helicopters when they
so much
fall.
fun.
And Brendan finds a seed on the ground, he splits it open and he sticks it to the end of his nose.
I used to fill my wagon with those when I was a little girl.
Whew. Well,
I
whatever
go up and
fills
down
your
the
wagon,
street.
baby. Speaking of noses, said the teacher, does anyone's nose smell another animal nearby? There is a faint smell of skunk, so the class decides to leave the area. There's a skunk.
Oh, it really stinks.
Along the edge of the trail, you all right?
I'm fine.
Good. Along the edge of the trail, Katie sees a big tree that's fallen over. A beaver has chewed this tree and left a stump pointing to the bright blue sky. See, there's a stump pointing up. Katie wonders if the beaver that did this lives under the bridge. Teeth marks show where the beaver has chewed.
Oh my.
The teacher stops by a feathery green plant. Boys and girls, she says, this plant was used by Native Americans as medicine.
Indians like you, Grandpa Bruce.
Yeah, it is called yarrow. It has a very strong smell. Katie thinks it smells much better than the skunk. There's some yarrow over there. Yeah, the yellow stuff.
We're learning all kinds of great words.
This is cool. Yarrow. Yeah.
Yarrow.
Okay, the class.
Can everybody say yarrow?
Say yarrow.
Yarrow.
Yarrow. Come on. Yarrow.
Okay.
I can't hear you. Yarrow. Okay.
Okay, we're good.
It's not yellow. That's different. Yellow is the color. Yarrow is the plant. Okay, got it? Good. All right. As they step out into the bright sunshine, they see yellow flowers waving like flags from the water's edge. These tall yellow plants sway in the water as the children pass by. I think they're maybe like daffodils or something.
Yeah.
The class now starts back to school. They are almost there when Katie hears another sound. There's the school, and what she hears is the sound of the school bell ringing for lunch. Ding, 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 ding. There's Katie sitting at her desk, getting ready to draw something, okay? Katie is quiet as she thinks of all the things she has learned about this morning at the pool. After lunch, the children will draw pictures about their walk. Katie already knows what she wants to draw. So, that's the end of the story.
When we see Seamus and Annabelle and Libby again soon, that we can go for a walk outside and look for nature adventure with them.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Have fun.
Yeah, it's very cool. So listen, this has been wonderful. We're looking forward to seeing you soon.
We love you lots.
And we love you. Bye.
Bye.